So hello everyone, it is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into the new Indigo ink palette from Mented Cosmetics. So I got mine in the mail earlier this week. I think it was like Thursday or Friday I got this in the mail, and I decided we were gonna go play with it today on Sunday because Saturday I had some other stuff I had to film too. But this is what the palette looks like on the inside. It looks totally different from the original one we had, which was the violet ink, and the violet ink was replaced by, of course, what we know as Flight Club. So as you can see, the two palettes have no resemblance whatsoever, other than maybe like this dark shade right here. But I feel like that one's more navy, and this one seems to be more like navy is purple tone. So there's literally like nothing the same about these palettes, other than the fact that they both have like cute little octopuses on the top. And it seems like I can't cheat the shade Mimic to save my life, because this one is crumbling already and I haven't even done anything with it. So I'm hoping it doesn't break the way the other one did. I'm trying to figure out why it's doing that, because I haven't dropped it or anything, so I don't know why that's happening. I wanted to show it along the whale song palette as well. This is what it looks like on the outside, just because I feel like it has some of those bluish and greenish tones that I feel like I'm seeing in here, but not like exactly. But I feel like this might be a good companion palette, as you can see, because there's a lot of more of those blue tones that can go with these nice greens that they have as far as shimmers go. So what both of those look like. Okay, anyway, so this palette retails for I think it was like $45 I paid for this palette, and then I think shipping was like 10 bucks or something like that. Don't quote me exactly on the shipping, but I'm pretty sure I paid $45 for this palette. It's a gorgeous little palette. You can see I'd like to do more than one look with it, but I'm realistically not gonna have enough time to. I kind of want to focus on these shades right here, since I don't normally do a lot of looks with stuff like this, and then like maybe pop this red in. So that might be what I do. We'll have to wait and see when I come back with an eye look. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so this is what I came up with. I took this whole roll, like I told you. I took these two shades right here, and that was pretty much it. Oh, and the red, of course, because I used the red on my outer V, and that's what's on my lower lash line as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So it finally stopped raining, so I could get my last thumbnail for the last video I just did. But I'm like, I still have to go to Indiana to get gas, and I still have to like go home and try to take a shower. So by the time I do all that and then try to like sit down and eat, it'll be time to pretty much leave and go to work. So I'm just like, oh Lord. So I'm not even have time to wash the brushes that I have downstairs, because that'll cut into the time I need to, like, you know, get to Indiana so I can get to work in a timely fashion. So I'm just over like, oh God, okay. It's about to be a whole disaster. Let's see now. I'm gonna take the I took the shade, the red shade. Now I'm taking Nori, which is this green shade, which I am super excited to use. I am loving this shade. I was happy that it worked out for my skin tone. I was concerned about it not like working out well, but I had to remember this is Menagerie talking about, and their shades are so like wonderfully pigmented, so it was something I didn't really need to worry about. Whereas with other brands, I'd have been concerned that it didn't give enough pigmentation off. But I'm like, this, see, y'all just heard my stomach it like wants to eat, and we still gotta go run errands before we eat, so it's about to be mad. I'm gonna just give it something to drink and like send it on its way till I can, you know, get home and actually eat. But yeah, so anyway, since, like I was saying, since it's a Menagerie, I didn't have to worry about the shade being pigmented enough. Because y'all know, like, Menagerie was stinging the hell out of your lids. So I'm sure my eyelids will be quite stained by the time it's time to go home. Just because I'm, you know, gonna have this palette on for the rest of the day. Keep me in your prayers, because man, and I see this going well. But yes, so this will be looking like. I'm gonna take the corally shade now called Ink Floyd, and I think this is such a pretty color. That's why I was like, I have to use it. And I just dusted it all over the entire eye. So lightly dust it over the other side. That's all. And dust it into the crease. And that should have been on the bottom here. Why not? Why not? it's here, we're here, everybody's available, so let's just do it. So that's what we got going on now. Now I'm gonna take my clean brush from Oden's. This is one I told y'all they gave me for free along with another one. It was just randomly in my order. I didn't pay for it. They just threw it in there. I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. And they didn't have any promos or advertisements saying that they wouldn't give you like free stuff when you ordered a certain amount. So that's why I was confused when it's in there. I'm like, I'm just gonna counter this PR. How about that? So now I'm going to take the shade Shell Yeah. That's the one that I tapped on top of this green shade just to get a more sparkly effect to it. And I think it looks stunning. It's hard trying to get in your inner corner with your finger. Sorry, let me sit up. Hard trying to get my inner corner with my finger. That's why I was like laying sideways to try to look in the mirror and see. But as you can see, it looks right. It looks quite nice. Let's take the brush and tap on the other part over here. So I'm feeling the eyes. I think they look nice. I took 2 shades from the inner corner. So I started off with this one right here. But then I saw that it shifted from this to like, I think it's like purple. And I didn't want that, so I put this one on top of it. The only thing I will say is about these shades is I'm noticing they're satins. And we all know how I feel about satins. I am not a fan of satins by any means. So I'm kind of just like, it's satin. So that's just the one thing I automatically noticed. I was like, it's a satin. And it seems like a lot of the shimmers in here are satins. I'll swatch some other shades for you all in a second. But that was the one thing I wanted to point out and note automatically. There are satins in here. I'm gonna get a pencil and put on the waterline in a second when I get done with the video, and you'll see it in the like Instagram. I'm probably gonna take I have one of the Urban Decay ones from their holiday collection last year, so I'll probably take that. But let's zoom on out and have a talk, girl. Okay. So I like the palette. I love the color story. My only complaint is like the satins, and that's just, you know, again, a personal preference thing. So, I don't like satins, so that's why I'm personally not feeling it. But let's watch some of these other shades so you can see, girl, they look sexy. Okay, I already swatched that one and didn't realize it. It's fine. The one that's on my lid is swatched. Okay, so I swatched all the shimmers. And that's what they're looking like. These are the shimmers from the Old Dye palette from, what's her name? Annette's Makeup Corner. And these are the shimmers from these 4. And this one are from the Menagerie palette that I have on right now. I just forgot to bring a makeup wipe here. And I forgot that I had them on my hand until, you know, right now. But this is what it looks like. So I'll say I definitely like the palette. I definitely like the look I created. I just don't know how I'm going to be feeling about these satins on the lid. So that's my only complaint, that they put satins in here. We know I'm not a satins girl, so I'm just over here like, there's satins. But I think this would be a nice palette to pair with the Whale Song palette. And since those are more like shimmery shades, I'll probably use a lot more of those shimmers. And then maybe just put the satin on top because they have the dual chrome effect to it. I haven't used my Whale Song palette yet, even though I've had it for a while, just because I wanted to pair it with this palette when it came out once I saw the color combination. So I just held off, and I figured the quality of them would be the same, as I feel like they have been consistent with the quality. So I like the palette. I think you should try it out if you want to. If you feel like you can find a similar color story in your collection, and maybe not. I mean, I have the Wilderness palette here, so I guess we can compare it to that real quick and see. But I feel like since it has some of those lighter, cooler tones and those really nice, sparkling, shimmery dual chromes, which from what I remember, the Wilderness palette didn't have dual chromes. And if it did, I think it was only like one. It's the shade Ray. The other one didn't seem dual chromey to me, but here's both of them side by side. Just if anyone was curious, since it was sitting right in front of me, I figured we might as well. I feel like this is a more colorful, kind of pastelist version. This is like the deeper fall version. This is more of like a summery version of this palette. But like I said, since I had them both here, we can show both of them. But that might be a good companion palette to go along with the Whale Song. So I might have to combine both of those as well. But those are my thoughts on the palette. I think it's nice. I'm really in love with the shade I put on my lid. I was concerned that it wouldn't work out, and as you can see, it did perfectly. So I'm truly excited just because that shade alone worked out. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.